Hello, darling. It's Naima Singletary here, Master Sex Shame Healer and founder of the Academy for Womanhood, where we help women heal sexual trauma, grow up, and become unapologetic women who design their lives on their terms. And today I'm broadcasting to you from my balcony here in Paris, and I want to give a special shout out to Kanisha, who inspired this video and asked the question on Facebook. Yesterday I posted on Facebook that I never worry because I have this deep knowing that within every problem contains the seed to the solution for that problem. And before I get into the content of today's video, I want us to look at the sky. Look at that. Ooh, I just love that blue. Ooh, let's look at that. Hello, God. Technology. Hello, God. Hello, God. Hello to the neighbor there. Hello, hello, hello. I'm taking all the goodness that is around us all the time. And take that in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so when Kanisha asked this question of could I elaborate on how is it that I never worry, because I know that every problem contains within it the seed to the solution to that problem. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to give you some details. And as I was thinking about, like, how do I know this? Like, really know this? Not like, I know this, like, intellectually. Like, I know. I realized how difficult, how like so many things, you know once you actually know. And so what I want to say first is I want to do this reverse engineering thing and talk about what it's like to know, and then come back to practicing so you get to knowing. So what I know is that when you get to a place of not worrying, you have gone through a series of failures and embarrassments and losing, and have cultivated the relationship with faith, true faith, like where you literally don't know and you're relying on that wave of faith. You're literally sitting on a cloud of faith and allowing it to carry you to wherever it is that you need to go. It's an extremely surrendered state. And so when you get to knowing, it's because you either learn this early on, and whoa, what a blessing to learn this early on, or you're like, what I think is the reality for most of us is that we force it for a long time, we worry for a long time, we push it for a long time, we try to create miracles with our logical mind, and it doesn't work. It never works, never ever works. And so you finally get through that enough times, and at some point you get this doesn't work, it has never worked, and you start to soften and you start to relax and you actually start to practice relying on that kind of faith where you literally do not know, and you have a conversation with the whisper that only you can hear. You listen to the whisper of your life, which is God, and you allow that to navigate you. This is really high level living. Ooh, damn, that just came out. This is high level living. And it's the truth. Like, and you can always tell people who live in low levels, and they say things like, I know, but ooh, I just don't know. I'm afraid. Ooh. And like they stop right there. And then people who live at high levels are like, oh my God, I'm terrified and I am so going to do this. And they recognize that the fear is an indicator. Excuse me. They recognize that the fear is an indicator. And then they have a different way of looking at things. So, okay, what kind of fear is this? And they know how to assess fear. And then based on the quality of the fear, and they're questioning it and really tapping into their deeper truths, they can decide which way to go. And this is, this faith thing, I could teach a whole weekend on this. I really could. I could teach a whole weekend on cultivating faith, cultivating your relationship with God, true surrender. And I talk about surrender all the time, and it's such a loaded word, but there's talking about surrender, and then there's living in surrender. And my experience is so many people still have a level of commitment to strategy. Like they need a plan, they need to know step by step. And faith doesn't work in there. Faith works in, you know, the destination, you know, you want that, whatever that is. Working out whatever you can work out, whatever you can plan around, and then letting go of the rest. Otherwise, worry sets in and you're a hot mess. And so if you're done, I think this really works if you're done with trying to force and trying to be logical and get out your Excel spreadsheet and put together a robust and clear business plan and go get you a business coach who's going to give you your step-by-step strategy to six figures. I mean, you know, the truth is things that work for one person don't always work for the next person. And this is another reason why you really listening to that whisper. And you might seem crazy to people who rely on what they can see with their eyes. If your life and decision making is based only on what you can see with your eyes, darling, you belong in the land of mediocrity. But if you have a relationship with God, and I'm not talking about church God where I go scream and shout and my life still looks the same year after year after year. I mean that eternal whisper that's with you at the coffee shop, at dinner, at the movies, out with your love, that's with you all the time, that's instructing you, that's speaking to you in the most seemingly insignificant moments. And you want that whisper and the grandness that you were born with to really lead the way for you. Darling, you must cultivate and refine your faith. And this is what I encourage you to do. Remember I said this is high level living, this is wealthy living. If you want to cultivate this for yourself and you feel like you're in the infancy stages, then I invite you to participate in my 4-part Unapologetic Wealth series, and it starts today. It's 4 parts, so it's today, and it goes on through, I think it's September 22nd. So you can register for that by going to unapologeticwealthseries.com. That's unapologeticwealthseries.com. The link should be somewhere on this page. And we will be working together on your specific thing, because everybody's coming with their different thing. But this is to get you ready for the next step, which is my 5-week wealth class that starts next month, where you get personalized attention, homework, and rituals so that you can really start to integrate this into your life so you really live awesome and really design your life on your terms. I mean, because this is just ridiculous. This is what you can create, honey, and you ain't seen nothing yet. All right, so hopefully I'll see you inside the Unapologetic Wealth Series 4-part teleseries. Lots of love. Mwah, from Patty.